Chief Warrant Officer Matt Reed. It's M-A-T-T-R-E-E-D. I'm the supervisor of the facility of the 12 maintenance workers that are here and all the assets that we maintain. We're a maintenance facility. We maintain equipment for the Army National Guard, approximately 500 plus pieces of equipment to keep the readiness going, so all the equipment's ready in case of an emergency or a call to work. Anything from services, oil changes, all the way to engine replacement, wheel and tire service, recovery on the side of the road for if anything breaks down, any form of maintenance up to that. This was actually a long-term replacement as the Army replaces buildings to modernize every 60 or 70 years, and this was the final outcome for that. But we're trying to centralize in the state to reduce the amount of facilities needed to maintain equipment. So this was a north-central area to actually reduce all that and the cost of having two separate facilities. It's beneficial because it allows the equipment to be maintained in a safe manner for the employees. We have fresh air in the building and better lighting, and it also keeps the equipment in better condition as we can have more equipment maintained at a higher rate. And also, for the taxpayer, it's more efficient to have the equipment worked here, and the soldiers can depend on the equipment with their lives if needed in the long run. So we have radiant floor, we have solar power here, which generates about 20 to 30% of our electricity. We have geothermal, which does some of our heating and cooling. And also, we have a modern system that controls it that actually can turn the system off, and when we're not using the building, it goes into a lower mode, and it is an increased savings in both fuel costs and electricity costs overall.
How does it work?
So we have wells underground, and the cool groundwater, about 50 degrees, is pumped up into the system, and in cooling mode, that 50-degree water is actually there's some heat pump systems that actually cool it a little further, but it goes back down in the ground and it's recooled again by the ground itself rather than having to use oil or any other energy to cool it. And heating mode, the same thing. 50-degree water is warmer than the outside air, so we use the ground to actually perform the preheating of it. So we have solar panels on the roof. They're fixed panels, and in the summer right now we're running around 30% of our electricity created here is by solar, and we haven't been through a winter cycle yet, but it would be at least 10 to 15%.